guys, welcome back to this channel. Thank you so much for sending me messages and emails and comments, and especially requesting certain videos. And there were a lot of messages saying that you want longer videos and longer classes. So today I'm really happy to share with you a longer Vinyasa yoga class. All you need is your mat and your breath, and then we're ready to move in all directions and feel good. Let's begin. So go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes, sit nice and tall. You can either sit on your heels in hero's pose or cross-legged if that's more comfortable for you. You can also sit on one or two blocks to just elevate the hips a little bit. Sit nice and tall, lift your heart up a little bit higher. Close your eyes, relax your shoulders down away from the ears. And just take a few deep breaths. Start to just arrive, feel your body, feel what is touching the ground, your feet, your hips, your knees, your ankles. And then from there move through the body upwards. Start to feel the breath without changing anything. And start to invite all the other senses as well. What are you hearing? What are you tasting? Smelling? And before we change anything, which we will in this practice, we will change our breath, the positions, the shapes that our body is in. Before we do any of that, we first have to check in with the current state, what currently is going on. Let's just take 3 more breaths here. Nice and slow in and out through the nose. Bring your hands to the heart. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice today. Ask yourself, what does this practice mean to you? What is it that brings you over and over back onto your mat? This is one of the most personal parts of this practice, and your intention is really only for you. Bring your hands to your forehead if it feels right to you. Bow forward, namaste. Slowly rise back up, blink your eyes open. Find a tabletop, come onto all fours. The shoulders are right above the wrists, the hips are above the knees. Stay on your toes and then start to send the hips back. So we start to stretch out the toes and the feet. Keep the arms straight. Spread your fingers a little bit wider, but not too wide, otherwise you lose the strength in your forearms. Now from here start to shift forward as far as you can. Keep the arms straight. And then move back, hips to the heels. Stretch out the toes, the feet, move forward, stretch out the wrists. Couple more on your own. Find your own rhythm here. And it's really important to focus on the wrists, feel the wrists, breathe into the wrists, and kind of just find your own end range here. We're looking for a strong sensation in the wrists, but nothing painful. Let's do one more time forward. Now make circles around the wrists. Every single class I start with a wrist warm-up. Just has helped me so much in my own practice, and I want to share that with you here online, switch directions, and also in my classes that I teach in studios, my workshops, my retreats. Wrist warm-up is always how I start. Back to neutral. Now the fingertips are pointing towards the knees, palms on the ground. Keep the arms straight, stay on your toes and send the hips back. The arms are still straight. If you want to go deeper, start to bend one arm and then the other. This is not just only for the wrists, this exercise right now, but also for the forearms. The palms lift up. Now come back to neutral. Bring the back side of your hands to the ground. The fingertips are pointing towards you. For a little counter stretch, send the hips back. There's less range of motion here. That's perfectly fine. Just breathe into the wrists. Keep the arms straight. Stay on the toes. Now sit on your heels. Shake out the wrists. Get the blood flow going again. And find tabletop again. Stay on the toes. Start to lift your heels up off the ground. Start to lift the knees up off the ground, just an inch. Press into your palms, straighten the arms. Create as much space as you can between the chest and the ground. Press especially into the inside part of your hands, right between the index finger and the thumb. Now focus more on the breath. In and out through the nose. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to extend the legs back. Keep the knees lifted, plank pose. Push the ground away. Tuck your tailbone, engage your glutes, and push the ground away. If at any point this is too much for you, you can always set the knees down, but try to stay here and breathe. Round your back even more. Feel that space between the shoulder blades. Reach up towards the ceiling. We're holding here again for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Send the hips up and back. First downward facing dog of our practice today, or at least in this class. So start to walk your dog, pedal one heel down to the ground and the other. Hide your heels behind the ankles. Do whatever feels good here. Get all the movement out of your body that you want to get out. And then bend your knees a lot. Move your chest towards the thighs by pressing into your palms. So you reach the hips up and back. So it's really all about opening the shoulders and opening the back. Once you're here, keep that length in your back and start to straighten your legs slowly so that the heels come closer to the ground, but it doesn't matter if they actually touch. For some they do, for some they don't. It's perfectly fine. Come back to the breath in and out through the nose. With your next inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. On your exhale, walk the feet forward between the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold and down. Stay here for a couple of breaths. Since it's the first real forward fold, give your hamstrings, the back side of your legs, some time to open up, especially if you're doing this class in the morning. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, roll up through the spine to standing, nice and slow. Deep breath in, reach your arms up, the palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. One more, just like this. Bend your knees, roll up through the spine to standing. The arms reach up, palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. On your exhale, step the right foot back for pyramid pose. Bring both heels down to the ground. Both legs are straight. So for some of us, that means you have to shorten the stance and step the right foot forward. Now inhale, lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, fold forward and down. Repeat that pattern. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Keep going. Repeat that rhythm or just stay in this forward fold. Pull the left hip back a little bit more. If you want to go even deeper, tuck your chin to the chest to really lengthen that entire fascia line at the back side of your body. Rebend the left knee. Bring your left fingertips down to the ground. Lift the right heel up. Maybe widen your stance again. Reach your left arm up to the sky. Revolved side angle. Try to really be on your right fingertips. We're oftentimes on the right palm, but it's also important to build strength in the fingers and in your hands. With every inhale, lengthen out through the spine. On your exhale, rotate the chest to the left. Straighten your right leg and keep your left fingertips engaged. Now plant the right palm down to the ground. Find a good foundation here. Slowly start to step the left foot on top of the right for side plank on the right. Try to keep the left arm lifted the entire time. Press into your right palm. Lift your right hip up a little bit higher. The left fingertips are still active. And rotate the right upper arm forward towards the front of the mat. Now bring the back side of your left hand to your lower back. Hold it there. Slowly rotate the left shoulder down as you come onto both feet for one arm plank. Of course, if you want, use your left hand, bring it down for regular plank pose. We're holding here wherever you are for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Plank pose, both hands down. Clean it up, find your plank. On your inhale, shift forward, come high onto your toes, bend your arms, chaturanga. Straighten your arms again, plank. One more just like this, shift forward, bend your arms, lower all the way down to the ground. Untuck the toes, lift the chest up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift your hands up off the ground as well. Engage your glutes, keep the feet on the ground for now. And look down to the mat somewhere in front of you or right underneath you. Last deep breath in. Exhale, release everything down. Send the hips back to the heels for child's pose. Take a few breaths here and know that you can always come back to this pose. Remind yourself that the practice is really all about the breath, and we're all doing our best, moving through all these shapes, breathing as slow as we can. Let's all come back to downward facing dog when you're ready. Take a deep breath in here. Lift your heels, bend your knees. On your exhale, step, float, or handstand the feet between the hands. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, roll up through the spine to standing. The arms reach up, the palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. And down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, step your left foot back, both heels on the ground, both legs are again straight. Inhale, lengthen out through the spine forward. Exhale, fold forward and down. Inhale, lengthen. Lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Repeat that pattern. Now stay here. Pull the right hip back a little bit more. Be mindful here of both knees, especially the front knee, so we're not hyperextending it. Rebend the right knee, maybe widen the stance. I usually have to bring the left fingertips down, reach your right arm up, revolved side angle. Again, try to be on the left fingertips, not the left palm. The right fingertips are reaching up, so the right arm is nice and active. With every inhale, lengthen forward through the spine with your head forward. On your exhale, rotate to the right. Pull the lower belly in. And squeeze your right thigh towards the left to make this nice and active. Plant the left palm down on the ground. Find a good foundation here first. Keep the right arm lifted. Find a side plank on the left. Press into your left palm. Use your left fingertips to take control over your left wrist by pressing your left fingertips into the ground. Move your hips a little bit more forward. Engage your glutes. Now bring the back side of your right hand to your lower back. Slowly rotate the right shoulder down. Come onto both feet. One arm plank. Hold it there. Or use the right hand if you want to. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both hands down. Plank pose. Clean it up. Find your plank. On your inhale, shift forward, come high onto your toes, bend your arms, chaturanga. Straighten them again, plank. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill the lungs all the way up. Open mouth, let it all go. 2 more, just like this. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Last one. Seal your lips again. Come back to the breath through the nose, in and out. And the breath is always our guide on the mat through this practice. Ideally, the breath doesn't change. The breath is always nice and calm, soft, controlled. No matter how challenging or how gentle the pose and the shape is your body's in. Now use your left hand to reach for the left leg. Perhaps grab the thigh, below the knee, or the ankle. Spread your right fingers a little bit wider. Find some more stability here with the right hand. Now stay here, option 1, or lift the right heel up, option 2. Option 3, for some of us, the right leg floats up towards the ceiling. Move nice and slow. Press into your right palm, push the ground away, hold it there. Reach up and back through the right heel. Now reach your left arm forward, up and over your head. Shift forward for awkward plank. So only the right hand and the left foot is on the ground. Keep the right arm lifted, left arm lifted, and the right leg. Now draw the right knee to your chest, or close to the right elbow, hold it there. Now rotate the left heel down to the ground. Extend the right leg through underneath your body to the left. Reach your left arm up. Lift your right hip up a little bit higher. Press more into your right palm. I know it gets challenging. Stay with the breath. Reach your left hand down to the ground. Right leg up and back. 3-legged dog. Beautiful job. Inhale, come high into your left toes. Exhale, right knee to the chest. Hold it there. Round your back. Flex your right foot. As slow as you can, step the right foot between the hands. Low lunge. Set the left knee down. Reach both arms up. Move the hips forward and down. At the same time, push the left knee forward and pull the right heel back to make this active in the lower body. The arms are reaching up. Extend out through the fingertips and pull the lower belly in. Now come onto your left toes and start to lift slowly the left knee up off the ground, just a little bit. Try to keep it as low as you can above the mat. Let it hover, hold it there. Make sure you can see the big toe and the toe next to it inside the right knee. And breathe. Now fly the arms back, lean forward. Shift even more forward. When you're ready to take off, lift the left leg up. Warrior 3 prep, bring both hands down to the ground or on the block underneath you. Straighten the left leg, send the left heel back, and rotate the left hip down as much as you can. It's also a great entry for handstands if you want to go upside down. We're here for 3 more breaths. Slowly come back down. Back to Warrior 3. Prep. Slowly rise up on your inhale for standing pigeon. Cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Hands to the heart. Send the hips back. Look down to your left foot, make sure it's flexed. That means the left toes are pointing towards the left knee. The option to stay or take a twist to the right. And there's 2 options here. You can bring the left fingertips to the ground on the block and reach your right arm up. Or you hook the left elbow inside the left foot. kind of wobbly here on those mats. And then connect your palms. Wherever you are, we're here for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Step the left foot forward, extend it forward as you squat down, pistol squat down. Sit the hips down, come onto your back. Keep the left leg lifted and reach the right leg forward. Now reach both arms up and over your head or towards the left foot. Lift up high. The shoulder blades lift up high. Hold it there. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, make this sound and lift up higher. Shh. Hold here. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Shh. 2 more. Exhale. Shh. Last one. Exhale. Shh. Come to your back. Bend the right knee. Rock forward. Plant the right foot down. Now for this one, at least try to not use your hands to lift your butt up off the ground. Keep the left leg lifted. And now we are rising up. Somehow you have to come back up and step the left leg back. The option to use your hands or no hands. For some of us that want more, grab the foot and then slowly rise up and step the left foot back to the back of the mat for a spider lunge to the left. Bend your left knee, straighten the right. For some of us here, the left heel is on the ground. For some it's lifted. It's all good. It really depends how flexible, how open your ankles are. Now from here, nice and slow, we're moving forward towards the front of the mat for a half moon. Move forward, nice and slow. Right foot plants down. The left leg lifts up. Half moon. Right fingertips down. The left arm is reaching up. Straighten your left leg as well as the right. By reaching the left heel back towards the back of the room or the mat, you stack your left hip more on top of the right, and that's exactly what we want. If you feel stable, bring the right hand to the heart and lift your upper body up a little bit higher. Hold it here and breathe. Now bring both hands to the heart. Rotate the left hip down for warrior 3. Very challenging on those jiu-jitsu mats I'm practicing on today. But it's good, for me too. Reach the left heel back. Lower the left hip down. And keep the back muscles engaged to keep the upper body nice and lifted. We're holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the left foot back. Side plank on the left. Stack the right foot on top of the left. Press into your left palm. Lift your left hip up. Right fingertips are engaged. Imagine you're holding a ball or something in your right hand. Bring the right hand, the back side, to your lower back. Rotate the right shoulder down. Come onto both feet. One arm plank. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plank pose. Both hands down. Press into the palms. On your inhale, shift forward, come high onto your toes. Bend your arms, chaturanga. Straighten them again, plank. One more time, shift forward. Bend your arms, come all the way down to the ground. Extend your arms away from you and lift the chest up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Now keep everything lifted here in the chest. Keep the feet on the ground. Flex your butt more. Now lift only your arms up, your hands up a little bit higher. Hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Plant the hands down to the ground. Now come onto your toes. Lift your knees up, lift your hips up, straighten your arms, plank pose. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job. Take 3 breaths here. Deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, let it go. 2 more, just like this. Seal your lips. Come back to that breath through the nose. Slow the breath down. It's easy to bring the breath up, to breathe fast, to bring the heart rate up. The real control shows how much you can control the breath. And with that, everything else. When you're ready, let's do the other side. Use your right hand to reach for the right foot, the thigh, below the knee, or the ankle. Create a good foundation with your left hand first. You always have to have a good foundation, otherwise you cannot build anything on top. Lift your left heel up. If you want, reach your left leg up towards the sky. The slower you move, the more stable you are. So try to move slower, move less. Reach your right arm forward, up and over your head. Shift forward. Awkward plank. Right arm is lifted. Left leg is lifted. Hold it there. Now draw the left knee to your chest or the left elbow. And hold. Rotate the right heel down to the left. Extend the left leg through to the right. For like a modified side plank. I think this is called inverted side plank or so. Lift your hips up a little bit higher. Breathe even slower. Last deep breath in. You're doing great. Right hand down, 3-legged dog. Left leg up and back. Come high onto your right toes. Exhale, left knee to the chest or the nose, round your back. Flex your left foot. Try to keep both palms on the ground and step your left foot between the hands for low lunge. Set the right knee down. When you're ready, rise up. Reach your arms up. Pull the left heel back and push the right knee forward. Pull the lower belly in. And reach out more through the arms and through the fingertips. Now I like to be on my right toes already. If you're not there, come onto your right toes. And slowly lift the right knee up. Just a little bit. Try to be as low as possible to the ground. Make sure you can see the left big toe and the next toe next to it inside the left knee. Fly the arms back, lean forward. Straighten the right leg. When you're ready, shift forward, warrior 3 prep. Lift the right leg up off the ground. Fingertips to the mat or on blocks. Rotate the right hip down even more. If you think it's low enough, try to lower down even more. And breathe. Again, if you want, come upside down. We're here for 3 more breaths. Slowly come back down. Rise up, standing pigeon. Hands to the heart. Send the hips back and down. Keep the right foot nice and flexed. The spine is nice and long. Looking down somewhere to the ground. The option to stay or take a twist to the left, right fingertips down, left arm up, or hook the right elbow inside the right foot. Connect your palms. Slowly back to standing pigeon. When you're ready, extend the right leg forward, squat down. Sit the hips down, come onto your back. The right leg is reaching up, left leg forward. Reach your arms up towards the right foot, hold it there. Deep breath in, all together. Exhale, inhale, lift, hold. Exhale, inhale, hold it here. Exhale, 2 more. Beautiful job. Come onto your back. Bend the left knee, rock forward. Plant the left foot down. Now give it a try. Be patient here. Do your best. Try to not use your hands. Lift your butt up. Balance here. Somehow you have to come back up. Your option to get there. We're going to step the right foot back. Whoop. Step it back. Spider lunge. Now look and move to the front of the mat for a half moon. Nice and slow. The right leg floats up. Reach the right heel back more to stack the right hip over the left. If you feel stable, left hand to the heart. And lift your upper body up a little bit higher. Now bring your hands to the heart. Warrior 3, rotate the right hip down. Lower the right hip down even more. And lift your right leg up a little bit higher. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. For 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot back. Side plank on the right. Rotate the right upper arm forward. Find a good foundation with the right fingertips. Press them down. Bring the left hand to your lower back. And rotate the left shoulder down. 1 arm plank. Hold it there. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5. 1. Both hands down, plank pose. Beautiful job. Now plank pose is almost like a resting pose, right? Clean it up. On your inhale, shift forward. Bend your arms, chaturanga. Straighten your arms, plank pose. Beautiful job. 1 push-up. I think that made it 3 in this class. 1 more time, shift forward. Lower all the way down to the ground. Extend your arms out away from you, like a T. Now lift the feet up, lift everything up, the thighs, the chest, the arms, everything lifts, flex your butt. Hold it there. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And lift your arms up even higher, the hands especially. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the lift. Plant the hands down to the ground. Straighten your arms, upward facing dog. First back bend really of our practice today, so enjoy this one. Rotate the arms forward, pull the shoulders back. Everything's lifted except the hands and the tops of your feet. Flex your butt as much as you can. Look straight ahead and pull the head back. Last deep breath in. Exhale, downward dog. Move the hips up and back. Try to stay on the tops of your feet as long as you can. In the last second, you switch onto the toes. Downward facing dog. On your inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Bend your right knee, open, stack the hips, point your right foot. Inhale, come high into your left toes. Exhale, right knee to the right armpit. Hold it there. Maybe come onto your left fingertips. Maybe extend the left arm away from you. Just an option. Otherwise, hold. Both hands down. Pigeon pose. Cross the right shin over the mat. Move the left leg back. Now come onto your fingertips. And the more you bend the right knee, the more gentle this is. I have very sensitive knees, so I bend my knee a lot. Keep the right foot flexed so that the right toes are pointing towards the right knee. That way you protect the right knee joint. Untuck the left toes, come onto your fingertips, sit nice and tall. So pigeon is actually a back bending pose. So you want to engage our glutes a little bit. Relax the shoulders down and back. And sit nice and tall. Perhaps close your eyes. We're here for about 3 more breaths. If there's any other option that feels good for you, you're more than welcome to take it. Ultimately, you're only here for yourself, no one else. And then slowly fold forward for sleeping pigeon. Perhaps come onto your forearms. That's just what I do. What feels good for me. Maybe you want to stay on your hands or use blocks or a pillow underneath your forearms. That's perfectly fine as well. Some people bring the chest all the way down to the ground. Really doesn't matter because all we're doing is being in a certain shape, focusing on the breath. The real practice is within. So you really can't tell from the outside how present you are. Yoga, that state of yoga, of union, is nothing you can see from the outside. It's all internal. I like to move around a little bit while I'm in this, to move the hips left and right. See how fast you can surrender, let go in this pose. Slowly release, plant your palms back down, walk the hands back, come back to this upright pigeon pose. Now sit over onto the right hip. Bring the left leg forward and around all the way so that the left foot is outside the right thigh. We're coming into a seated twist. So bend the bottom leg a lot. Bring your left fingertips behind you, hook with the right arm outside the left thigh. Could be with the forearm, could be with the triceps. You could also just hug in the left leg. Take a deep breath in wherever you are. Lengthen out through the spine. Exhale, twist to your left. 2 more just like this with the breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last one, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Slowly release, rotate forward. Now lean to your right side. Extend the right leg forward. We're coming into a half cow face. So you try to stack the left knee over the right knee. And you kind of cross your left leg over the right thigh. Now flex your right foot and walk your hands forward. Doesn't matter if you grab the foot, the heel, or the toes. You can also have your hands on the ground. You can grab the shin, just fold forward and down. Maybe rest your head or your chest on your left knee. You can also put a bolster or a pillow right in between. Here for a couple of breaths. If you want to go deeper, reach your left arm across your right leg and grab the knife edge of your right foot. And gently pull yourself deeper into it and focus more on the breath. Slowly release. Unwind the ankles, the feet. Cross your ankles, roll over your knees, step the feet back for a plank. The last option for your vinyasa, really your transition to downward dog. So whatever that is for this practice today, whatever you want to get out, maybe it's those 100 push-ups you always wanted to do in class, do that now. If it's child's pose, perfect. Or just straight to downward dog is also perfectly fine. So do your thing. We will all meet in downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Start to bend the left knee, point the left toes, open stack the hips. Come high onto your right toes, inhale, exhale, left knee to the left elbow. Hold it there, or come onto the right fingertips, or extend the right arm away from you. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands down, pigeon pose. Beautiful job. Now walk the right leg back. I have to bend my left knee more because of my knees. Hopefully you do the same and do what feels good for your body. Come onto your fingertips, sit nice and tall. Keep that left foot flexed the entire time. Really important to keep the left knee safe. You want to really never have any sensation in the knees. They're so sensitive. Oftentimes when you feel it, it might already be too late and you have some little injury and that gets worse and worse over time. So don't force anything. No pain, no gain is maybe good for the gym, but not for this practice. We're here for about 3 more breaths. Engage your glutes. Sit nice and tall. Focus on the breath, check in with the body, with the left knee. And when you're ready, fold forward for sleeping pigeon. And again, always checking in with the knee here. Especially when we're trying to relax into a pose and surrender. We want to keep this nice and active and still focused on the body, focused on the breath. And just work with what you have today. Every day is different. Every day your body feels different. Even in the same day, if you practice in the morning and in the evening, your body feels different in the morning and in the evening. And you just have to work with what you have. So if you do this video and something doesn't feel right today, give it another try the next day or in a few days. Maybe it feels different. Yoga is a practice of patience and accepting what you have. Letting go of any expectations. In the end, we can be grateful that we can open this video. We have internet, we have YouTube, we have a home where we can practice. You probably have 2 legs, 2 arms. What else do you need? It's already such a great day. Slowly release. Sit over onto the left hip, nice and slow. Bring the right leg forward, all the way around for a seated twist. Bend the bottom leg a lot, at least for me. Be careful with your knees. Really can't stress it enough. Bring the right fingertips behind you, sit nice and tall. Hook whatever of the left arm outside the right thigh. Take a deep breath in to lengthen. Exhale, twist to the right. 2 more just like this with the breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Last one. Inhale, release slowly forward. Lean over to your left. Extend the left leg forward. half cow face. Stack the right knee over the left. And maybe this looks, for you this looks like this, perfectly fine. Wherever you are, like I said, it's perfect. Then just do it this way. I've been doing this for quite a while, so for me it looks maybe a little bit different. Maybe you're even more open than me, and it looks different than what I'm doing. It's perfectly fine. Start to walk the hands forward, keep the left foot flexed to really lengthen the entire fascia line that actually runs from your foot all the way up your leg, the backside of your leg, up your back, all the way up your head. So you want to stretch that entire thing. Fold forward and down, couple breaths here, relax, surrender. There's not so much more to come after this. If you want to go deeper, reach the right arm across the left shin to the outer edge of the left foot. And slowly release. Rise back up, extend both legs forward, readjust on your mat. Shake the legs out. Now bring both feet down to the ground, a little bit wider than your hips. Both hands go behind you, the fingertips are pointing towards you. And then press into your heels, press into your hands, lift your hips up, reverse tabletop. Lift your hips up as high as you can, engage your glutes. Do whatever feels good for your head. I like to keep it upright, as if I'm resting on a pillow. For some, it feels good to have it hang backwards. Do your thing, listen to the body. Now keep the hands where they're at, don't move the hands. Just move the hips forward, lift your heels up, and set the hips as close to the heels, down to the ground, all the way as you can. Now from here, take a deep breath in, lift the chest up. Exhale, bend your arms, send the elbows back. Tuck your chin to the chest, close your eyes. If you want to go deeper here, start to move one shoulder forward, then the other. Be careful here. We're targeting the front side of the shoulders, our anterior deltoid. It's that part that did a lot of the work today in all these planks, chaturangas, one-arm planks. And we're just bringing things back into balance. Just like in nature, everything needs to be back in balance. Or in balance. It's a natural state. And if you're forcing things in one direction over and over again, things get out of balance and out of control. So as much as we have to strengthen and control, we also have to stretch and lengthen and surrender. Slowly release. Take your time here. Walk the hands forward. Reach your arms forward. Maybe now you feel the shoulders. Wonderful job. Slowly come onto your back. Take your time. For happy baby, the last pose of our practice, grab the outside edges of your feet or grab the heels from the inside. Your choice. Then keep the lower back on the ground, try to keep the shoulders on the ground and move your knees closer to your armpits. There's a couple options here. The first one is always to stay and breathe. This one is already perfect. If you want, you can straighten one leg and then the other. Maybe both. If there's any one or two last final poses you want to do that make you feel complete, do them now. And let's slowly meet back into happy baby. Take your time. And then hug both knees into the chest. Give yourself a nice hug. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold your breath at the top for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open mouth, exhale. Extend the heels, the legs forward for Shavasana, the final pose of our practice. Palms are facing upwards. Give yourself permission first to fully relax.